If I start swaying, then Willie and New better start swaying, and we have a concert going on.
We're here. We're here.
I mean, we're all adults. We've all heard those words before.
We're
Are we live yet?
We're getting there.
Oh,
See?
okay. Oh, I see. It's like, oh, I just got the notification.
Nope, I just did too.
No. Hello, if there is anybody there. Oh, we have people watching. Oh my goodness. Hello, people watching.
Hello.
What's up, peeps? What's going on?
Hi, everyone. Yeah,
What's
so
up?
welcome to Voices of Arda holiday live stream. We are not here to spoil the movie for you if anyone has not seen it
We're
yet.
spoiling it. We're spoiling everything.
But we can talk about Kaya and Nubeta had a very exciting experience that they
I would
can talk
definitely want to
about
hear
without
about that.
spoiling the movie. So I definitely want to hear about that. Thank you for joining, everyone who has, and thank you for your patience while we got ourselves set up here. We never start at the crack of 4, you know? We gotta give it a
No,
couple minutes for
You're
everyone to
always
come.
late.
Fashionably though.
fashionably.
Fashionably, that's how it is.
Look at all of us.
So, what's up,
Hello.
guys? How's everybody doing? How's everybody feeling?
Feeling good.
Good, yeah.
Very
Holidays
excited
are fast
for.
approaching. It was a busy week with the movie, and then we're moving
Yes.
right into everything.
Going
Oh,
right
yeah.
into going right into the mix and the melee of the holidays. Ugh, the stress of the holidays.
Oh,
I can
yeah.
feel it on my shoulders. Gotta make sure that everybody gets their gifts and all of that. So,
I started making sure that my Christmas shopping is done by December 1st so that I can actually properly have the energy to enjoy after like the month of December, because otherwise I felt like I was like partially always stressed about getting the right thing and making sure all that energy was spent properly, and then also making the food, and then like also going to the things.
Yeah,
So
I tell
that
myself
is my
every
new
year
secret.
that. I tell myself every year I'm going to do that, and I just bought one of my son's first gifts. I'm so behind.
yeah, same. But it'll all typically work out. That typically will happen. So, I'm not worried about it.
Yeah. Yeah, it just whatever happens in the holidays, you just enjoy them, whatever it is. So that is the
Facts.
Absolutely.
point of it, true.
Fornos, what you been up to, my guy?
Oh, really not too much, man. Just working. I am thinking about getting back into the content creation game. I recorded like a 14-minute spur of the moment reaction to the movie after I saw it yesterday.
Okay,
So I gotta splice that together, um, edit it and such. But otherwise, yeah, life's been good.
that's good.
How
That's
about you,
good.
man?
Man, just trying to wind down. Been doing a lot of traveling and a lot of stuff going on. Just winding down, kind of taking a little break.
Yep.
Um, Chilling. Like I ain't been really posting too much. Uh, so yeah, just trying to wind down for the end of the year, get back into the flow of regular life, and then I know I have a lot of stuff coming up next year as well. So I gotta prepare for that. Um, but first episode of my show will be out by Christmas. So finally it's all edited and everything's done. I think the
That's
music just needs to get added. We're
awesome.
still doing this week. So if you guys are part of the Signum Collaboratory, my first episode of the new better the guy new better guide to the new betification of the Silmarillion.
Ah,
That's
okay.
right.
Oh, okay. That's what you're dropping
That's
first.
what it's
Nice.
called. The new betification of the
Okay.
Silmarillion. So I'll be doing the Aina delay. Looks great. The
Hmm.
artwork is great. Um,
Hmm.
So excited.
It is awesome, man. Bard of Artists providing the music. So yeah, I think that's the last piece of the puzzle for that first part. Then I have to go shoot more. And then also me and Corey's first episode of the second show that is on the Signum Collaboratory is coming out. That is a song of words.
Mhm.
Um, we're talking about hip hop and we're talking about Tolkien, and we're comparing and contrasting the two, a song and a poem from Tolkien, and how they relate, how they differ, how they're measured, how they're rhythm, how they're rhythmic, how they're everything.
That's
You know,
so
the
cool.
meaning, the messages, the similarities, the differences, all of those things, and how similar they actually are. Because that's one of the reasons I fell in love with Tolkien. His poems actually reminded me a lot of how raps are written. Even though you
Right.
might never think that. Um, as somebody who raps, I grew up rapping my whole life. Like rap is like super important to me. Even though I might not talk about it on TikTok all the time, just because I talk about Lord of the Rings. So so that, and then yeah, we're just working on that stuff, and that'll be
Is there any
Sick.
poem from Tolkien that lends itself particularly well to being a rap song?
well. I always say it. I recite it every year. So the wolves are your made mighty spells. That poem, the poem part of it, which is a song in the book, but it's if you read it, it's more like a poem. Um,
Right.
that it very much in itself is like a rap, um, rhythmically. Um, how the bars are written is and it's beautiful, and the story that's told within it, as they
Gorgeous.
say,
Yeah.
he was spitting, he was spitting, and you get emotion of it, and that's the same thing when I get when if you listen to like rap songs. And I know a lot of people, and this is one of the things. There's a lot of myth and misconception with rap. Oh, dude, they're saying "f you." They said, some people are just completely not listening or hearing
Yep.
anything, and so I can't pay attention to that. But what I can do is shed light on, and bring forth. Hey, listen to this. He's actually describing the same type of scenario that Tolkien's describing. Now, you probably didn't never realize this, so here's an example of this, and then I, recite it and go over it, show the complexities and multi-syllabic rhyming and rhyme schemes, and what I'm saying, uh,
Yeah.
all those different type of things. You know what I'm saying, double entendres, triple entendres, and in some cases quadruple entendres, and why
Yep.
they're important. You know what I'm saying? So just having fun doing that. So yeah.
I
First
love
song we compared Durin's song
Yep.
that is sung by Gimli in the Mines of Moria, and we compared a song called Brooklyn by Mos Def, who's currently known as
Most.
Jocelyn Day.
Okay.
But they're both talking about their ancestral homes, and the way they do it is phenomenal. And the histories, and then the championing their homes, and then the sad parts, and then so it's that's the first episode. The next episode we're going to do the Lay of Lathian or Lay of Luthien, and we're going
Hmm.
to do a song called Renee by the Lost Boys,
Hey, there you go.
Oh.
and both about women that they love, but the women end up dying. So
Oh. Boo.
Dang.
Wow.
you.
I always thought Mos Def was the cutest rapper ever. He has like these dimples.
oh my
He's
god,
just so cute. He's so cute.
it always
He's a
goes into
handsome.
I know we're not supposed to talk about how people look. Ah.
nah, you do what you want. I'm just messing with you,
He's a handsome man.
He's got these dimples. You get these dimples.
Just a cute little dude.
Mhm.
Yeah. What about
He
you,
is
Kyle? You
very
you
skilled.
are in the you don't have snow for your Christmas, do you?
Hell no, I don't.
Or your holiday season? Yes.
It's so nice. It has been really, really cold down here though. So
What's really cold though?
like the past week, I'd say probably at night it's gotten down to like 28 degrees.
Wow,
And
that's actually cold.
yeah. But we wake up and it's 40, but now it's getting back up to 68. So
Wow.
Perfect weather.
But so that's cold for Florida.
Yeah.
it is cold for Florida.
Mm.
I was driving
Wow.
to work on Friday and it was cold enough to where the dew frosted over and I was turning down the street and I see just this patch of white and I'm like, what in the hell is that?
Really?
Like disgusting.
I know some people from I know when I was younger, I met people from Florida that had never ever seen snow, and it was pretty interesting. And that's like,
Yeah.
wow, that's like so I
Yeah.
love seeing people's reaction, like people from Jamaica and they come and they're like, oh my God, oh. I'm like, yeah, it
I
is
remember
overrated.
last year, up until last year, my son had never seen snow, and we went up to Tennessee.
Aw.
And even though there was just a little
Oh.
bit on the ground, he still wanted to go outside and play in it. And I'm like, buddy, you do you, but I'm fine. And he didn't understand why I told him that, like, okay, you don't have boots, so you have to double up your socks. And I want you to wear sweatpants under your jeans, and you have to wear a sweater under your coat. And he's like, why? And I'm like, buddy, I've done this before. You're gonna be cold.
Have you ever been
I've done
in
this
heavy
before.
snow, Kaya?
Oh yeah, I grew up in Indiana.
Okay, okay,
Yeah, like I've only lived in Florida for like 7 years. So like
okay, okay.
Okay.
I unfortunately know snow.
Yeah,
Oh no, I love it.
yeah. Yeah,
My wife
me
and
and
I want to
Callie.
move to the north. We want to move like up near Cali.
Why?
Oh,
I know Callie probably knows the snow the best.
Yeah. Yeah.
But New York gets some heavy snow at times too. Get some crazy snow too. So
Yeah.
Yours gets scary though.
yeah,
Like
it gets
Indiana has never gotten that bad.
yeah, it gets crazy. But it's you get used to it so much, like it's like normal kind of. You kind of waiting for that at least one snowstorm of the year where it's crazy.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So
Here.
How
Here
was
comes
the
Lee.
weather in London?
It was really nice the first 2 days we were there. And then
yeah,
the
I was
last
about to say.
day, it was cold.
Yeah, the first 2 days we were there, it was great. The last day was cold, but then I had to
You
stay an
dissing
extra
my
day.
country's weather?
No,
Yes,
Only a
they're
little.
being
definitely.
positive.
I had a good English breakfast when I was there finally.
Okay, tell us about that. Yeah, I know
I
you
literally think about you not liking English food
so
like
often.
weekly.
This was the
Every
best.
time I see it, I'm like, you better would hate that.
This is
I
the
know.
best experience I've had food-wise going to England. So this is
Okay.
my third time in England, and I had KFC. Now, let me tell you about their KFC, and let me tell you about the McDonald's. I just got to rant about this real quick. So Kai is gonna know, and then Fornos is gonna know. When you go to McDonald's and you order the chicken nuggets,
Yep.
they only have a 9 piece, which is the fucking weirdest thing in the world. There's no
What?
10 nuggets. There's a 9 piece nuggets, and I'm
Yeah.
like, why? What?
Why
Where is
not?
the other nugget, and why are you
Where
hiding it?
is the other nugget?
What
They left it
voodoo
in the
is
last
this?
country they were colonizing.
Like, what
Got
is
him.
happening, bro? I was dead serious. I was like, is this a joke? Like, is this like there's some kind of celebration going on with it has to do with the number 9, and so they're just highlighting this. No, it's just a 9 piece nugget.
It's 9.
There's no extra nugget nowhere. They really believe in that.
That's
Secondly,
crazy.
there's no crispy KFC. There's no crispy. There's only original.
What?
And there's no crispy. Nobody
Yeah,
gets the original. Let me just tell you that
kept
in
asking,
America,
like, where is that? And I didn't even know what he was talking about.
it's they have original, they have crispy, but everybody gets crispy. So it's
Yeah.
kind of they automatically assuming you're getting crispy, so they ask you, you're getting crispy, right? Just to make sure. But typically nobody gets the what's the name? It's way better. Then also they don't give you 2 pieces of chicken. You gotta specifically indicate in a separate thing the way to put it together that you're getting 2 pieces of chicken. In America, you automatically 2 is the standard. You're getting 2 pieces of chicken and then you're whatever, and it's already a meal. With them, you got to be like, all right, they give you a burger and a chicken. It's a burger and a chicken wing or something or a leg, and then the drink and whatever else. And that's super weird to me. So,
Yeah.
but their original chicken was really good, really, really, really good. I had it. It was
That's good.
great.
Okay,
The breakfast I
excellent.
had was great. I had to alter a couple of things. I had to take the beans out of the breakfast.
Alter a couple of things.
I had to do the exact same thing. I don't get it.
I don't get it. I don't want, when I'm telling you, I can. Why would you want to eat beans for breakfast, bro? That shit is weird, bro. I
I
don't even want to
mean,
eat beans
like the
hardly for
Spanish
lunch.
eat it gallo pinto. They have rice and beans with all 3 meals.
Mm.
Those are like different types of beans. It's not
Of the
like
different beans? Okay.
like I don't know how to
These are
explain.
like weird pork and beans type beans
Yeah,
that
Yeah.
they have baked beans. Isn't that what it's called, Lee?
They look
yeah, I don't know what they call it.
they're haricot beans.
Whatever. To us, they like pork and beans. And
Yeah.
no, that's absolutely a no-no for breakfast.
yeah, that's too savory for breakfast.
It's weird.
No, see, this is the thing. To us, breakfast is a savory meal.
Yeah,
This
same.
is why, to me, the idea of having sweet stuff for breakfast is weird to me.
Well, see,
You said
like
something about sweet stuff.
like too
Well,
savory. It
just
it
because
almost
Kaya
gives me
said it was too
barbecue vibes.
savory, so the opposite of savory is sweet. That's why I'm saying sweet stuff.
Well, no, it's because like it gives barbecue savory vibes because that's
I get
typically
you.
Oh,
I just
Yeah.
think of hot dogs
it's
and
a lot
you
of
eat
flavor
hot
in
dogs
the
for
morning.
breakfast.
Mm.
Hot dogs for breakfast. What the?
Hot
No,
dogs, things that go with pork and beans. Hot dogs,
we don't have hot
Oh,
dogs.
rice, chicken.
I get you. I get
You know what I
you.
mean? You don't
Yep.
eat pork and beans in the morning. You can't eat pork and beans and eggs. That's weird, bro.
I was literally just eating giant beans cold out of the tin, and it was so good. It was so good.
Are you okay?
To the garlic.
I was about to say, yeah, you all right, brother?
You need you need
I do that. I do that with baked beans.
Yeah, they're just like giant baked beans. It's so good. And like the tomato.
Giant baked
sauce.
beans.
and you did that on purpose?
Yeah, because we had some friends over right before this, and we had like hummus and chips and all that sort of stuff. And one of the sides we have is these beans from Trader Joe's. Not a sponsor.
We also went to an anime themed ramen place. That was
Oh,
excellent.
God.
It was very
Y'all should
good.
have seen
I tried a
him.
lot of new things.
Every time he was just like, I've never tried this before. And I was like, what?
I
Oh
never.
yeah, one day I was eating pad thai. He's like, "What's that?" It's pad thai.
That food was so fucking good though. Like I
That's
have
sick.
been thinking about that food since I got home.
Yeah.
And they DM'd me on Instagram and they're just like, yo, the next time you come, like, let us know and you can come hang out with us, like on us. And I was like, oh, fuck yeah.
I'll fly to the UK again.
It was dope though. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I had their streaky bacon. This was the first time it actually kind of was similar to American bacon, so I
Okay.
appreciated that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I had a good breakfast. The egg was done correctly. Yeah, I was content.
Their McDonald's is really cool over there. They got vegan stuff.
Yeah, their McDonald's was cool.
That's
It
cool.
tasted good. I didn't have an issue.
Yeah.
Did not have an issue with their
Did
food.
you eat the
Pita.
vegan stuff, New Better?
No, I'm not vegan. Why do I want to eat the vegan stuff for?
Just to see what it tastes like.
Yeah, I'm good off that. Nothing against vegans, but
Everything
I
against
am.
what are you talking about? Sorry, Kelly.
Yeah, I know Kelly
It is
was
not for me.
posting her vegan options, and I was like, "Oh, New
up,
Better,
Pete?
it could get worse."
Pizza.
That was something that surprised me though.
I
Was
went
when
with her to
they were
McDonald's.
looking.
Me,
Yeah, because
Kelly, and
they
Miranda
didn't
went.
realize we have vegan McDonald's food over here, and
Yeah,
that
we
was like
don't.
blowing their minds.
We got vegan Burger King,
I
Impossible
I
Burger.
think there are like, I mean, not like what you would consider vegan, but there are like options you can eat at our McDonald's. But yeah, no, I don't know if there's
Definitely not.
anything vegan there or at Wendy's or really Taco Bell unless you're getting like beans and cheese. So
I think the
Yeah.
closest thing to vegan they might know because you get the cheese on the salad at Wendy's.
Oh,
Yeah,
shout out to Chris
vegan
from the
weren't
Swole
safe.
Harem. Met up with him and his lovely lady. Hung out with them. Me, Lee, Chris, and his lady. And it was awesome.
They
And
were
he,
great.
he showed us around to a couple
Hi,
pubs
Sam.
and excuse me, it was dope. So I had a great time out there. Out of all the trips that I've been on, this trip in particular, I found was probably the most fun I've had with a big group of people. We really bonded. I met some great people that are really dope. Like uh these two Irish people that literally
Well,
we
the
were
Milan heads.
we were inseparable like the whole trip. And also Jackie Jing, she's
Love Jackie.
awesome. That's my girl right there. We had a great time the entire trip, and the conversations were amazing. It was fun. Um, so like, so it's up there in my top trips.
That's
San
so
Diego's
cool.
always in my top. me and Pete had a freaking blast in San Diego.
Oh,
When I
God.
tell you we had a blast in San Diego, we had a blast.
Lee, were
And
you
then
in San Diego too?
No.
now Lee wasn't in San
No.
Diego, but then I was gonna say, and Atlanta with Lee was
Atlanta. There we go.
Dragon.
tippy
Yeah,
tops
Dragon
up
Con, yeah.
there, up there. And
That's so
big
cool.
shout out. Now she told me this, but you know how people tell you stuff all the time, or at least in my community, people tell you some stuff sometimes, and you kind of don't believe them, and it's not any malice behind it. It's just like, you could just be saying that. So,
Right.
so Lauren and Kaya both separately, and not same instances, both told me, "Oh yeah, I shoot bow and arrows before." And in my mind, I'm thinking, "Oh, they maybe shot it one time in their life." No, apparently these motherfuckers is amazing. Robin Hood archers, and so we doing an archery contest, and I ain't never shoot no bow and arrow except I made up one. You make a rubber band, or when you're a kid. So I don't
Yeah.
know how to shoot no bow and arrow. I did okay. I didn't do great. I didn't do terrible. I hit the board most of the time, and I was good. No,
And you
not
would go,
bullseyes, but fine. But then these motherfuckers get up there. Excuse me for I don't mean to call you motherfuckers. You know what I mean?
In the most
They get up
loving
there.
sense.
Yeah, it's malice behind it, and amazing, amazing. And then she does a little cute little look back, like a little smirk, like, yeah, like,
I
yeah,
love
that's me.
that video.
And they both
That
get
video is
first
amazing.
place, and they were just like, it was funny because I was on Lauren's team, and immediately after 2 shots, the instructor steps back. He's like, I don't need to teach you anything. All right, you just shoot. Do you want to shoot for anybody else? I was like, damn, they nice. Like, so it was very impressive to see that. It was so dope. You know what I'm saying? So you get a real sense of like worldliness. Like when Lee talks about food, and you guys talk about food and stuff like that, it's so funny culturally because I grew up in a bubble type situation where the food that I ate is the food I ate. And it's not that I don't want to try these foods, or it's just I'm used to that. It, Black families in America typically don't be like, let's go try this weird, not weird, but so exotic dish. They'll the most exotic dishes they're gonna be doing is Jamaican food and stuff like that. Like that's
Right.
more normal, Caribbean food and things. That's our exotic to me. Chinese food is a mainstay in America, but that's exotic to them in a certain sense too. Boom, you getting that. Anything else, you getting regular Black people food type shit. So when y'all be saying that, I really don't be. I don't know. I'm not. My Black moms is not going out for ramen. It's not happening. Maybe more now, but when I was growing up in the 80s, it's not. There's no way, bro. Ramen. Oh yeah, let's go to the. They're gonna be like, man, you better eat these oodles and noodles to sit down. Like it ain't
Oh
happening.
God.
They're not
Noodles.
doing no weird exotic stuff like, oh, let's try Grey Poupon. No, it's not happening. You
how'd
ain't
you like the
getting
food?
what-
Specifically mustard.
No, I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't think of a food that's
I
exotic,
got you. I
but
got you.
it's not happening. They're not gonna be. They're not. You getting what you getting because you was in a situation where you know
Yep.
you grew up surviving, so you had to eat what was available to you. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
100%.
Red Lobster was the tippy top of the. You go to Red Lobster, we eating now. Yeah, you must have hit the lottery. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
All those cheesy
rip.
biscuits.
Oh, so good.
Yo, we get the cheddar biscuits? We
Yeah.
go to Red Lobster with the cheddar biscuit.
They closed down the Red Lobsters in Canada. We're
Well,
not gonna have.
they're closing most of them
They're
down in
done,
America
Oh.
too.
Yeah.
Just something about the shrimp, the all-you-can-eat shrimp breaking their revenue stream. I don't know. I don't know if that was
I've
real or
never
not, but
I never
That was
asked
the
about it.
last nail in the coffin,
Yeah.
apparently.
Yeah, now
We
that I'm
can't
grown
afford
and
the
can
shrimp.
afford, now when I'm grown and I'm an adult, we see Red Lobster ain't really that crazy. It's actually not that crazy, but you don't know that when you're a kid. You like Red Lobster, ah. But now when you're an adult and like my son don't grow up in no remotely the same type of situation I grew up in, so
Sure.
he's good. He never seen poverty, never he get everything he want, everything, and very well deserved because he was very well behaved. But he doesn't he ain't from the hood. He don't know nothing about it. He don't know nothing about the struggle. You know what I'm saying? So he sees those type of things, and then we could be like, oh, let's try this. We can try this thing, and you can eat ramen. You like Naruto? Da 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 da. It wasn't no such thing as Naruto when I was a kid.
True.
Mhm. How'd you like the food at Heaver?
Did not like the food at Heaver.
You didn't?
I did not, but I
What was this
Did you
place?
appreciate
have it, Heaver?
Hever Castle is the childhood home of Anne
Oh,
Boleyn. It was so freaking amazing.
It was,
What
oh my
what
God,
did
I
they
could go
feed you?
on. So for the starter, they gave us a smoked salmon. And then
mm.
for like our main, it was oh fuck, what was it? It's that beef wrapped in
Beef
beef.
Beef
Wellington.
Beef
That
Wellington.
beef was
Wellington.
alright. The beef was alright. I didn't like the smoked salmon. The salmon is one of my favorite foods of all time.
Really?
I eat salmon all the time. So,
You don't
Yeah,
like
that
lox
salmon.
and stuff like that?
No, the salmon kind of tasted weird.
and it was cold.
Oh,
It was
Yeah.
cold
Well,
it was cold as
it's
salmon.
supposed to be cold.
Yeah.
That's black people don't like stuff like that.
Yeah.
yes.
It
I'm okay with that.
it did taste weird. Like it was still good, but it kind
Did
of
it
tasted.
have
We
like
don't
a
like nothing that's not cooked.
fake?
Like I'm being dead serious. Like
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
feel it doesn't feel right. Is Lee
Have you
frozen?
eaten sushi yet?
Oh, Lee, you've been like that for like for 20 minutes. Yes, we now sushi is something where people do eat sushi,
Okay.
but it's like California rolls and whatever y'all, you know
Right.
what I mean? That's
Okay.
you know what I mean, but it's not like people ain't getting sushi all the time, but it's just like that. Yeah, of course, sushi is just a
Okay.
mainstay in general. It's a
Okay.
typical thing, but a lot of people will be like, it's not cooked. We typically don't like things that's not cooked. We are very, all I can say, well, let me speak for my neighborhood, my people that I grew up, but it seems to be a trend wherever I go. We like things cooked. I like things medium well. I don't want to see no red in it. I don't want to take the chance. Why are we playing around? I don't like bloody things. You know what I'm saying? Um, my wife though, she likes medium stuff, which I be looking at her sideways like, who
Mhm. Yeah,
raised you?
Pete made us some amazing steaks in New
True.
York when we were there, and New Better did not want. We have our steaks in very different
Yes.
temperatures, I tell you
I
that.
just eat steak. I'll eat it anyway.
Yeah, see,
Yep.
I don't discriminate against steak.
yeah, that's to us, that's death. Why are we playing around? Like, what are we doing? It's pathogens
No,
and all that
my
type of
old
stuff.
man was the same way. My mom was the same way too. That's how they were raised back in like the day that I was told to cook
You
your
trying to say?
food. No, I'm saying that I was raised that same way. It wasn't until I like started cooking in kitchens that I started eating like I think medium or medium rare.
Yeah. I'm just talking about my experiences. I know that's, you got to expand your palate and expand your experiences and stuff like that. So I try my best, but there's some things I just refuse to do. And so that's when Callie will be like, yeah, New Better's not doing that. But
Hey man, we
I'm,
tried that. We tried that Korean barbecue last time.
oh
That
yeah,
was
yeah.
straight, bro.
That
We
Ooh,
was
got
dope.
it.
Yeah, yeah,
amazing.
yeah.
Korean
I
barbecue
was
is
trying
good.
that. That was
Yes.
so much fun. That was in New York. So many things. Yo, the trips be blending together to me because I've been this year. I've really been gone, and I told
Yeah.
Callie that I told Callie that one day I was like, Callie, I am not going to be here for. I'm not going to be able to do stuff for a very long time. I have a lot of stuff to do,
Mm.
and I wasn't sure if she like believed me or knew what I was talking about. But then she sees like, oh shit, he really was gone. I've been gone this whole year, like for a lot of things. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And so it's been cool. But shout out to Kaya because
Yeah.
she really was killing the archery, just killing everything, killing her outfit. She had a semblance of,
Oh
Hera.
yeah, Kaya
She
looked
looked very
very
nice.
good. Yes.
She just did a thing. Kai always did a thing. She's up there and she just comes and she just is very commanding presence. She stays in her zone and you know what I mean? And she just does her thing and it's dope. She always was very cognizant
Mhm.
about hey guys, this is for Voices of Arda. So let's take a picture together, me, you, and Miranda, because we're representing our brand. So she made sure, hey, we're here. Hey, three of us need a picture. Back out, random person from China. We don't need you in here right now because this is a Voice of Arda picture. You could get in the next one, but right now, Voices of
I
Arda.
had to make sure I got
So it was
because I
dope.
knew
She
we
was
were better.
representing her.
But I don't know what the hell happened to me on that trip. Like it was like an egg cracked because I would have had so much like New York, so much social anxiety. Like I wanted to just off myself the entire time. In London, I was talking to everyone. Like
Yeah.
there was a point where we were in the reception hall, right? And
Hmm.
oh my God, this moment in time will fucking stay with me forever. Sorry for swearing, but so Philippa Boyens comes in and she starts talking to us, right? And then she walks out, and I'm looking in the hallway, and then I turn to I think it was Lauren Does Cosplay and another creator called Victoria, and I'm like, "Do you think they would let me ask her a question for my page?" And they were just like, "The worst she can say is no," and I'm like, "That is all I need." And I went out to the hallway and I talked to her. And it was, oh my God. Like I am walking out towards her and she's like, oh my God. She looks at me right now and she's like, you are Herda. And I'm like, hi.
Me.
Like, I'm like, hi, I'm Kaya. And I'm like, what? Because she said Kaya, and I'm like, I'm sorry, what? And she's like, yeah, I remember you. You have the orange hair. And I'm like,
Oh.
yep,
Yeah.
I am a walking traffic cone that you met in New York. Hi. And
That's how I felt too.
I like while I was talking to her, I was obviously fucking shaking. And then after
Sure.
I'm done, thank God I got it all on camera because I don't remember any of it. And then I walk back in and I'm just like, I just talked to Philippa Boyens.
Yo,
And they're
when
just like,
Peter Jackson walked in the room,
uh,
everybody was like kind of scared to talk to him. Everybody was like, "Is
everyone
this
got
real?"
quiet.
Super quiet. Like it was mad crazy. It was like, I was like, "Yo, Pete." Like just shout some ignorant shit out, break the ice. Like,
So great.
yeah.
It was-
That shit was dope, man. It was amazing, man. And then Philippa was like, and I was like, yes, all that. She recognized me. Ah. And then we went and spoke, and then the awkwardness left after the first few seconds. But it was so dope, man. It was dope. We got to gather up and we got to talk and converse, and he had a special message just for us, and
Oh,
preparing us for the movie, and it was literally amazing, man. It was dope.
that's so cool.
It was crazy. It was so fun. Like getting to do all this stuff. Like I would have never talked to all these people. And here I was just walking up to new creators, just making friends, asking questions, being like, hey, so what do you do? And now I actually have more friends and it's so crazy.
It's crazy.
Absolutely.
I love that.
The level of stuff I have in common with Jackie is insane, bro. Like we were talking about wrestling and hip hop and every freaking thing. And I was like, are we twins? Like, what is happening? And we literally were together the whole trip. And also Ryan and Shauna from Ireland, they are hilarious. Number one, they're hilarious. And just the sweetest, kindest people on the face of the earth. Um, and it was just amazing. Like, and I was like, wow. And we all three of us, we were like together the whole time. At one point, I was eating by myself, and it was not any design to it. I literally just sat by myself and was eating by myself. And Jackie got up and came over and was sitting next to me, and she was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "I'm just eating." She was like, "No, you can't eat by yourself." And she removed herself. She was in a group and came and sat next to me. I was like, I wasn't ostracized. I just happened to just sit by myself.
Sure.
I was like, I was like, wow, that is really dope, and very thoughtful and kind of her to do that. You know what I'm saying? She was making sure I was good, even though I was completely fine. It was no design by it. I just happened to go sit by myself. But the thoughtfulness that she was like, "Hey, is everything good? You good? Are you by yourself?" And I don't want you to. Nah, that's not going on. And she came over, sat next to me, hung out with me, and we were talking and stuff like that. And I was like, man, it reminds me very much of you guys when I got to know all you guys, and how the instant bond that we had with each other and stuff like that. Like talking to Lee, talking to Belmont, Callie. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in here is what I liken it to. You know what I'm saying? Because immediately we're like, oh, Lord of the Rings. I love Lord of the
Mhm.
Rings. Oh my God. You get treated a certain way. I get treated a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, we don't play that shit. I don't play that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit is dope. So it was amazing. Great time. So I'm looking forward to hopefully being able to do many more. Got a couple of things lined up for next year already, and just take it one day at a time. Just get through these holidays. But yeah, great time.
Couldn't agree more.
Lee is reading something because her eyes are averted
I
to
just
whatever it
I
is.
just got I was just checking Instagram and there was this comment that's just cracked me up. It's the one the video I did about when I noticed that statue on Numenor in Rings of Power is Eärendil, and then that there's the statue of Seagull Elwing next to him. And this comment says, "Firstly, I feel your giddiness. I totally relate. But if I wasn't part of this fandom and didn't already love your content, I would assume that you were on several drugs."
Wow.
Wild,
Yeah.
wild
That is
comment.
super wild.
I mean, I guess I get it because it's like me very excitedly going a fucking seagull at the camera. So it's like, what else?
Great.
I just came on to say hi, but I gotta run, so I still got a couple more things to do. But I'll be in chat Bye.
All right, Pete.
Good to
Oh,
see
hi
you,
Pete.
man.
Hi Pete. Bye Pete.
Bye.
What you
We've
been up
also
to,
got
Cal?
Hmm?
What you been up to?
I have been, well, planning, kind of just trying to get our group project together. It's going really well too. And like we're getting going on the YouTube, which everyone is watching here on. We have gotten over 1,100 followers, I think now, which is awesome.
Oh,
Thank you,
wow.
everybody. Yeah, so preparing content for the movie. We had the show and then the movie. So those were busy. And then we want to maybe try to do some sort of trivia event in the new year. I don't know if anybody is interested or has any ideas for that, but
Always
we're
down
gonna
for
like
trivia.
change it up a little bit. I think try to like get as many people involved as we can. So yeah, we're working on that.
Always down for some trivia.
Exciting.
Oh,
Yeah.
Always down, you know. It's
always.
just crazy how it started. Just random questions. Hey, let's just do some trivia. Then it evolves into a thing, and it's really dope to see what it's blossomed into, and the friendship that it's webbed into and created, and the
That
structure,
that's
and
that's how I first really like entered into the group was because of that trivia.
yeah.
That first trivia that I was a part of.
I think that's how when we first met Kaya too, I think was
Yeah.
through
Word.
one of our
I,
trivia
yo, I don't
events.
know where Kaya came from. Kaya just nah. I saw I saw
Tell
I
you
saw
where it
Kaya's
came
videos.
from. I can tell you
Nah,
guys origin story.
I saw your videos and I was just like, oh, I like this video. And then I don't think we interacted until you and Belmont might were got into it what that thing, and it was
Yeah.
hilarious. And I was like,
And
no, she's great. And it's like, yo,
yeah.
man, do you see that girl?
I think up
Freaking
until that was when I had interacted with you, Fornost, and then Pete. And then I was just kind of doing my thing. And then Fornost hit me up and just like, hey, you want to do trivia? And I'm like, yeah. Did you
freaking do it, man.
person? Yeah.
Going to the premiere of the Rings of Power that season one was so amazing.
that.
Getting to tell you guys, right? So I don't know, I know if I've ever told the story, but so they were like, we had just started, really just kind of submitting, like we were doing a lot of things together online. Never met each other in real life. And but we were like, yo, every time I was on live, super support. Me and Callie were communicating, for North, Pete, you know what I'm saying? Everybody just communicating, everything was going real well. I was like, I'm really for these people, really for these people, their knowledge and everything. And Tim, especially Tim also.
Ugh.
Um, boom.
Super
I get
Monster
the
Killer.
invite, and they were like, "Hey, we got the Rings of Power, premiere coming up in New York. Yeah, you get to invite 10 people." I said, "What?" They were like, "Yeah, you get to invite 10 people. Fans of Lord of the Rings. People that you feel like." I said, well, immediately. I thought of immediately. Of course, I got to bring my wife, a couple people that I know, and then I
Yeah.
said the rest. I gotta bring my Lord of the Rings crew that I got, man. So being able to call them and tell them, hey, are you doing anything around this time? Well, make sure you get your ass to New York. I don't know how you're gonna do it, but get to New York. And I think I might have called. I think I called Pete and Phonos first, definitely. And they were like, "What?" I was like, "I don't know how you're gonna get from. Oh, were you from Ohio?
Yep.
I don't know how you're gonna do it." He was like, "I'll figure it out, dude. I'll be there." And every single person showed up. And when I tell you, it was amazing, bro. It was amazing.
Glorious.
And they were exactly who they said they were online. Super kind, super kind, super dope. The vibe was all there. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I know, yeah, these people for like these are my people for life. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And I was so happy to see them, man. And it was just the experience, the sharing that experience together. It was dope. Everybody looked great. It was that was like the major right there. That really cemented us as the group,
The crew, yeah.
the crew.
And I'm so glad to have Kaya and Miranda and Max have joined us too. Um, and Lee, of course, although you weren't with us physically there, but you're always here. It's so nice. It's so fun.
Yeah, no facts. No, me and Lee be having adventures, man.
Y'all
Me
do.
Yeah.
and Lee be having adventures, man. So Lee is a mover and shaker, man. She makes things happen. Like, what I mean, she really is dope. like she's gonna get there some kind of way, and she takes no prisoners. So you should have saw her in Atlanta. She was you couldn't stop her. She was doing everything. She was going to all the panels. I got this panel. I'm going to this party. I'm hanging out with this one. I'm doing that one. And I was like, damn, bro, that's so dope. That what I'm saying, the confidence, the strength to
Energy.
do it, the
How
energy.
the
Because
hell you do it?
she'll tell you. I was like, at like 10, 11 o'clock. I'm old. I'm old. I'm way older than y'all. I'm like, yo, good night. I'll see you
Good
later.
night.
Like, yeah, I'm going to party till 4 o'clock. And I'm like, I'm going to bed. I don't know how you're doing this right now.
Yeah.
Those days are behind me, bro.
Big
I'm,
behind me.
At
I'm
least you're
done
not
with it.
telling people about me starting fights this time.
That I was gonna leave it out, but since you brought it up,
Well, now we need to know.
Lee
Story
started
time,
a
story
whole
time.
fight at Dragon Con, bro. Started
Wait,
a whole fight
I did not start a fight.
this
in
last
Atlanta.
I did not start a fight.
She started a fight.
you're fighting with.
Lee. She started a fight. First of all, that's not the only thing she did. There was a psycho man in the street. She tried to run the man off the road. The man, the police had to end up chasing him. It was all crazy. Whatever. So we get out of that situation. Then we go, and it's a dope party like in the lobby area of the hotel. It's just lit. It's lit. And hundreds of people are everywhere. And you know what I'm saying? Lee decides to bump this man with a chair. And then, you know what I'm saying? He thinks that somebody else, he bumps him with the chair. Boom. So he falls down. He thinks it's another guy. So he hits the guy. And then all big brawl starts. Everything is crazy. We have to save Lee. You know what I'm saying? She's running people over with her chair. It's crazy.
Oh my
It's crazy.
God, you menace.
She's a menace.
I would really
Is that
like to
what
hear
happened,
Lee's
though?
version
Is
of the
it?
story.
All right, that's not exactly what happened. There may have already been a fight, and they fell on Lee. And
Oh my
yo,
God.
when I tell you, do not fall on someone in a chair when you're fighting because people are going to whoop your ass. Like they
Yep,
was not playing that shit.
as they should.
Like it was like
Yep.
everybody was like, all right, you're fair fighting. Most people were minding their business, but as soon as they leaned too far and was kind of on Lee, then what are you doing? Just people choking people and it was interesting.
Oh my God.
Yeah, like you had these like two grown men basically like fell on top of me. It was a bit-
Jesus.
just out of nowhere. It was really
I was
weird.
literally like, put my hand out, like, move away, like, just like get away from me, bro. Like, I'm not fighting for your nonsense. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just make sure you don't hurt Lee, push you off a lead. That's it. Get out of here. I ain't getting involved in you. You learn to mind your business if in certain situations, just hey, let them fight. Unless something crazy happening where, like a kid gets attacked or something, or
Yeah,
a
right.
woman gets attacked, and then you got to step in. But other than that, y'all can fight till your hair fall out for all I care. Ain't got nothing to do with me.
Falls out or gets pulled out, either way.
Ain't got nothing to do. As long as they step in my personal space.
Right. Don't rope me
Yeah.
into this.
Atlanta was amazing. It was so
Yeah.
good.
That shit was so dope, man. Yep. It was one of, and Kaya was also there.
That's
Kaya
nice.
was also there.
I
Yeah.
wasn't at that fight, but damn, now I wish I was.
Yeah.
Kaya was also there. Dressed as Sauron, dressed as Anatar. So Sauron disguised as Anatar.
Mhm.
Amazing. This is great. Man, Blood Orphan's in the
There it
building.
is.
Yay.
What's up, Blood Orphan? What's going on?
Greetings and salutations.
Salutations. And well met.
Michael Vannen.
Michael Vannen.
Kaya.
It's good to see you, Bladorthan. It has been a minute. You
It
have been a
has.
very, very busy wizard this fall.
Yes, I've not been posting or creating as much content as I wanted. Some of you know I had a death in the family and things at work picked up. We lost a member of staff and their work got divided among 3 people who I now sort of have to plan and semi-manage. And then I have after school program. So by the time I get home, I'm just like so fried that I pretty much play with my kid for a couple hours and then go to sleep and do it all again.
Mm.
But it'll slow down. It'll slow down. And I did recently post a video for War of the Rohirrim, a quiz on Helm Hammerhand. And I know we're not supposed to talk about it, but all I'll say is I loved it. It was great, and I can't wait to talk about it in further detail.
Yeah, I mean, the stuff like spoiler-free stuff is fine. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You can say how you felt about it, all that stuff. I don't think we're just going to get into deep conversations about it where we're giving away spoilers. But you know what I'm saying? I love the movies as well. I thought it was beautiful. I thought the music was really enthralling. I thought the action pieces were done well, and the visuals were really, really dope.
Stunning.
It's that opening visual where the camera's panning and she's riding a horse. It was phenomenal. When the Mumu Killer's coming, things like that. It's visually shot very well. You know what I'm saying? The portrayals I thought were really done well. I thought Helm Hammerhand was done particularly well. In a certain sense, like yeah, like you got the menacing part of him where he's big, broad, big guy, tough guy, but you also got he has his priorities really messed up in his mind. He thinks he has it right, but you got that sense, so that was good. There's a couple things I wish were highlighted more, especially with the Dunlendings and the reasoning behind that. We talked about that, but Wolf was really, really done well in the sense that you really felt his pain in a sense, but you're also like, hey man, you're kind of dragging this, you know what I mean? Like it's become about more, and he just couldn't get over his grief and his vengeance. So you felt that. My favorite character was Freylof, even though he wasn't predominantly showcased in the movie as a main character. You got a good sense of his character, his actual character, very well.
Yes.
Very well. So
that seems to be the biggest consensus, is that we all fucking love Freylof.
I got
would
him
take
right
a
away.
sequel of Freylof. Yeah.
I was like, damn, I get this dude. He's a stand-up guy immediately. Sort of how you felt when you read the book of when you kind of with Faramir. You're like, this dude stand up. I just automatically he's a stand-up guy. I get it right away. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I felt about him.
Truly, truly.
Yeah, I went and saw it for the third time last night with my kid. Okay, first of all, there was the premiere.
Okay.
I went with my fiance when I got back, like, just an us thing, and then took my kid. And then I was sitting in the theater yesterday, and Freylof comes on for the first time, and I'm like, I think this is one of those times where for the very first time in a Lord of the Rings adaptation, I'm actually going for the good guy instead of like
Yeah.
now it's like, well, I want that guy, not Wolf. Like Wolf can eat it for all I care right now.
Well, that's the thing, is like Wolf just like visually is very pretty, but then you watch the film and it's like, I'm
the first half of it, like Wolf had me, like white knuckled had me. Last half is just like, okay, you lost me.
Yeah,
but Freylof, the entire time it's just like Freylof, I want him. I don't know if it's just like the shoulders or just like his complexion, blue and silver. It was just
he had that shit on though. His swag was there though.
yeah,
it's great.
That Freylof swag. I really liked the younger brother as well. He was very sweet.
Hama, yeah.
Oh, little
Yeah.
God.
It was the callback of the name.
We're just saying that because he's cute. That no implications.
He's just
of
so
what
adorable.
happens.
That's all. He's really adorable.
Yep.
He's just so innocent. And
there's
Alith, and then there's Hama, and total opposites.
Yep.
You could tell Haleth is very much like Boromir, where he's more like his father. And
very much Boromir versus Faramir.
And
I felt he was brave and everything. I felt he was very brave and stuff, but it just
maybe it was just because he was a musician, but Hammer gave me Maglord vibes. But it was just like, this isn't what he should be doing. This isn't what he wants to be doing.
Yeah,
like, that boy just needs to be going somewhere and singing songs.
He tried, man. He tried with that horse, man.
Put him in the caves with the women and children. Make him and Leaf switch places.
Yeah,
there you go.
I really enjoyed that character, the young one, the page. Oh, what was his name?
Leaf.
Yes,
the one that Kaya said he just said
switch him.
That's ruthless.
Well, as I was watching the film, I just got really strong Sam Gamgee vibes from him. And a
He
couple
was
Mhm.
places.
he was this movie's Sam. Yep.
Yeah, Philippa Boyens before the film actually said, when she was talking about some of the new characters, she said, and who I think will become a fan favorite, which was Lee. The best character is Olwen though.
I think Olwen is up
Oh,
there. She's like
Olwen.
number 2 for me.
Love Olwen.
She's awesome. Awesome.
And I have,
So
but when we can actually talk about this properly, I have a lot of thoughts on Olwen. Good thoughts. But yeah, I'll save them for the spoiler conversation, obviously.
yes, for sure.
But this isn't a secret. This already
too.
was shown in the trailer. So what did everybody think about the Watcher?
Uh,
Freehead
That was kind of
Watcher.
weird.
Yeah,
A
no,
little
that was
weird.
messed up. That was not right. That was
I
You're like, what?
Let's
What's happening?
wait out for the spoiler video because there's not a whole lot you can say about it without
Yeah.
giving.
it's there.
I was gonna say it's there, but the only reason I
Yeah.
brought it up, I apologize, is because it is in the trailer. Like it's a known thing.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
so
yeah.
it's
Under the
Yeah.
in the
trailer.
trailer. So
It
yeah.
Oh my God, one thing that else is in the trailer that so this third time seeing it, I took notes on for my review and I was just like, oh, what did I say? Hang on. It had to do with something that's in the trailer. And oh, hell, where is that at? Oh, the eagles. Does every Lord of the Rings adaptation need giant eagles?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Every single one
Yeah.
has it.
I
Yeah, there's
was okay with
one of
them. I know there's a thing that I would have liked them to do that I can't say until the spoilers.
yeah. It's we might have to steer this conversation away because it's getting really hard for me to watch what I'm saying.
Oh, imagine Bryn is saying that Olwen was voiced by Andy Serkis's wife.
That's
Ooh,
really
Oh,
cool.
that's dope.
really?
knew that.
I never knew that
Oh,
either.
that makes more sense about why she was having so many pictures taken of her on the red carpet, like as her. That's cool.
Oh,
Didn't know.
nice.
Right
So
off
as I was
being voiced by a black man, by the way. So suck on that, haters.
There you go.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
I saw the movie in 4DX. And that's
What's
the
that?
one where like your seat is like moving and if it's raining they put down like a mist and when it was snowing
God.
like in the cold they had like a cold wind blowing on your face which was
I
really
kept
not
wondering if that was
appreciated.
happened at the premiere because I kept getting really cold randomly out of nowhere. And I'm like, is this one of those 4D things going on? Or am I just losing my mind?
But yeah, no, it was an experience because like every time you're on a horse.
Yeah,
Yep.
I don't know if I could deal with that. That
It's a
sounds
movie about a
exhausting.
man whose name is Hammer Hand. Like, you feel the punches. It's
Oh my
incredible.
God, you feel what Freckle
Wow.
felt.
Yes.
Just comes out.
Wow.
Freckle ain't feel shit. Freckle got hit and was dead. Freckle,
Talk about One Punch Man, you know?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
That's
So
an
this is
anime thing, right? One punch one.
Yeah,
Yes.
One Punch Man is an
Yeah.
anime.
One punch, okay.
Yesterday, so I was at my mom's again for a few days. We finished Rings of Power Series 1. We went to my brother's on Saturday. My mom was telling my sister-in-law that she'd been watching that Lord of the Rings TV show. And then my niece, hearing this, comes up to me and says, Auntie Leigh, I want to watch Lord of the Rings with you.
Aww.
So then I asked
Lee
her if
starts
she
crying.
it was like it's the proudest moment of my life. So I asked her if she wants to go and see the Lord of the Rings film that's currently in the cinema, and she got so excited at the idea of that. So
Aw.
hopefully when she breaks up for school for Christmas holidays, I'm gonna hopefully try and take her to the cinema and we'll see that. And I'm very excited to take her. Hopefully she will, because it's weird. It's like she's only like 2 years younger now than I was when I read it, and like this whole obsession started. So it's like, because obviously at this point I'd read The Hobbit and stuff like that, but it was Lord of the Rings that fully got me into it, and I'm like,
For sure.
can I indoctrinate her?
Guys, I'm gonna break out. I go take care of some stuff, but continue to live. I will be definitely, doing my own lives in the next coming days and stuff like that. And it was very good talking with all of you. And I'll probably try to lurk in the comments, but I gotta go shopping and do all this extra stuff. So,
I got you.
Yeah, we all got holiday
Oh.
stuff. So.
all right, guys.
Good
Peace.
to
Thanks
see you,
for
man.
joining.
Bye.
Dorothy, you are in and out.
I know the green screen really isn't
Green.
It isn't
Yeah.
greening.
it's not greening.
But I heard you try to say something. What were your thoughts on the movie?
Well, and I'll develop this a little bit further when we're able to speak more freely. But as I was watching the movie, I realized I might have spent too much time on Tolkien talk because as the militaries are fighting each other, I couldn't help but think of Mythgond and his economics of Middle Earth.
Oh my
And all I
God.
could think to myself, how are they sustaining this economically? It doesn't make any sense.
That's so funny. That's so funny.
But I set that aside, and I was able to enjoy the film. But yeah, when we're able to talk a little more freely about that, I do have some thoughts. I have many thoughts. So Mythgon's ruined me for economics.
Oh boy.
Yeah. I will
even
just
worse
say
than-
that I have non-positive thoughts. I won't say negative, but there are a few aspects of it having to do with production, not with like the artistry of it, that I feel like a curmudgeon a little bit. And I'll also say a lot of the criticisms of Rings of Power, I'm like, get bent. Like like they are taking liberties that are totally fine, and to me, Peter Jackson and co also did that with this. So I'm like,
they did it with the films as well. So that
Yeah.
argument against Rings of Power has always been such bullshit.
It has been.
Seriously.
Yep.
But I really liked what Philippa Boyens said recently about how, adaptations are exactly that. And they're not going to ruin the books. The books are always going to be there and what they are. I also appreciated that she clarified that there was no like weird rivalry between them and the Rings of Power people, that they as creatives like support each other and stuff, and that that whole thing was like, it was like the media trying to manufacture drama, and especially certain types of people who have been so anti Rings of Power wanting it to exist. Then a lot of those people don't like War of the Rohirrim now either. So
goodness gracious, a strong female character must be terrible. This is sarcasm.
Yeah. So I appreciate that she did that. If anyone watched my very, very, very long review of this video, you know, like my negative thoughts about the film. But I do have a lot of positive thoughts about the film as well.
Same.
It was just that negative thing was quite a big deal for me personally. But like my main thing when judging a film is, when I was watching it, was I entertained? Was I having fun?
I was
and
entertained.
apart from that bit where I literally was like in the cinema when it happened, apart from that, once that bit was passed, I was entertained. I was having fun. So yeah, that's the main way to judge a film for me.
I feel that.
I would enjoy it.
I was certainly entertained, and like there was only one moment where, like, again, we'll develop this further later on, where my suspension of disbelief was kind of challenged. But it was such a minor quibble. It's like, why would I bother getting mad about this? Like, the rest of the film is just so much fun, and especially in the scenes where they're in the hall at Edoras and they're getting the dialogue right, and they're just building out from a really small outline in the text, and they're doing a wonderful job with it. And as Nubita said, in such a visually stunning way.
Yes.
Like, especially with the things they were able to do to blend the map in and like zoom in and then transition smoothly. It's like, where does the animate, like, I didn't know that technology had really got to that point where this is possible to blend everything together in such a but anyway, my quibbles are so minor that it's like, I'm just so thrilled that we had this adaptation and it was done so well, with such a high budget. Obviously, I'm blurry. I don't know why. But I can't wait to talk with you all a little bit later on, perhaps in the new year, whenever. Because I'm just thrilled, and I'm hoping to get more adaptations.
Yeah,
kind
Me
of in a
too.
similar vein.
that's the biggest thing for me. It's like genuinely, regardless of how I felt about this film, I would encourage people to support it just because I love this medium for Tolkien. I have
Me
wanted it
too.
for years. I feel that this has completely vindicated our positions on like anime style for Tolkien, and I want more. And next time, I want there to be elves.
I mean,
But like,
same.
don't get me wrong, I am glad that there wasn't elves in it because they would have been like horribly shoehorned in. This isn't a story about elves. It doesn't need elves. But then there's also me that's like, yeah, but elves.
Yeah.
Like, anime elves.
Which
Well,
is
guys, I gotta
I'm
pop
over it.
off. I've got some holiday things to do with my wife and daughter, but it was wonderful talking with you, and I hope a less blurry version of me is able to talk very soon.
Thanks for joining,
Good to see
Benorthan.
you.
Always good to
Wonderful
see you.
evening, everybody.
always good to see you.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Bye.
Yeah. Well, I think we'll probably wrap up pretty
Yeah.
soon. I think and we don't have to be here for hours and hours every time. We can leave the people wanting more.
There you
We do
go.
have a question in the comments. So,
Yeah.
do you think that someone who has not read that particular story in the appendices would be able to fully understand the story in the movie? Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That's one thing I really like about it is that they didn't really take away from the actual original story. They didn't really change a whole lot from the original story. They
They
just
really
Yeah.
didn't. Yeah.
It
so
weirdly enough, in that regard, is probably the most faithful adaptation we've gotten in the 21st century. Because it hits all the points that happen in that page and a half in the appendices and
Really
everything that
did.
like truly, and then everything they add just builds suspense and tells a really good story overall.
And like all the original characters and stuff were great. Like as
So well
we've
done.
already mentioned, like our favorite, what seems to be everyone's favorite character was an original character
Mhm.
in Olwyn. But yeah, absolutely, you don't need to have read that page and a half to
Yeah.
be able to. It does make me laugh though that they've managed to make like a 3-hour film from a page and a half.
Yeah.
But
Agreed.
Philippa Boyens, so we shouldn't really be surprised.
It's true.
well, I kind of liked how they almost overlapped Helm's story with Halath's story from like the first age.
Yeah.
Mm.
Ooh.
Her entire story, it just kind of cut off at the end
Yeah.
of like, where who was it that comes in? Is it Caranthier?
Mm-hmm.
It is Caranthier.
Yeah.
Where he comes in and he's just like, all that fun stuff.
Like,
It's just,
hey, you're actually quite cool. Do you want to live here? And she's like, cheers, bro, but nah. Bounce. But they do have that one night stand before she leaves,
I would
which
ship that.
is my favorite fucking headcanon ever. Because
Favorite-
Tolkien has wrote that Caranthe was married, but there's nothing about his wife. As far as I'm concerned, Hallis had a one night stand with him, but of course he thinks they're married now, and it just cracks me
Aw.
up. I just imagine him writing to his brothers like, "Hey guys, I'm married," and they're like,
You will never
you-
get this cool ass chick I just met.
and they're just like, "You're absolutely making this up. Like, where is she then?" It's like, "Oh, she's gone to live with them, but we are married." I love it so much.
I have a girlfriend. She goes to another school. Is that what that is?
Exactly.
Oh, hell.
All right. I also coincidentally have more things to do around
Yeah,
the
well, I
house,
know it's a
so-
busy time of year. So thank you, everyone, for the time you were able to spend with us today.
Yeah.
And happy holidays to everyone. And however you celebrate, whatever you celebrate, I hope it goes very well. And we will definitely see you in the new year. Voices of
Yeah.
Arda will be covering everything that goes on and then some. So, yeah. Anybody else want to say anything goodbyes?
I want to say thank you to you, Callie, for organizing and everything that you do for
Oh,
all of us.
Yes.
Callie, we love
it
you.
is
We love you.
truly a pleasure. I love working with all of you.
It's so fun.
Oh,
Lots of
All right,
love.
Nick, getting down with the kids. Do it.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
I'm sorry. I'm a millennial.
I
It's
know,
always
I
gonna
know.
be. It's always
It's
gonna be.
yeah,
I see it
same.
now,
Although
though. I do see it.
I can't. Yeah, I've actually learned how to do this one. And then there's that one, which is like,
Oh yeah, it looks like a heart. We did this on the
yeah.
last one.
We have totally done this before, but you know, it never stops
Which
being old.
Oh,
also shows that we're
like
millennials.
us,
That we're...
unlike us.
Oh my gosh.